Let's do it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NSDC podcast. Welcome back to the two homies.
Yo.
Welcome back to group chat.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, we're here again. Which is kind of surprising, right? We're here. We've been a little bit more active on the NSDC, right?
More therapy sessions. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that was the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little weekend vibes. A lot of things happening this week in the hobby. We just finished MentalCon.
Yeah, man.
Big shout out to True Blue and Jake out there for sure. I passed out at the end, but I know that they were doing relatively pretty well, man. I think the dopest thing I've seen is possibly, and I didn't see the whole thing, so this is only from what I saw. Was for sure that Dimitri Patelis Carnage was really cool.
Oh yeah, man. I was there on that one. That was something special, man.
Dope. Yeah, the gradient and colors and stuff, man. Like watching them do it live, that was cool. That was cool to see. New experience as out for this year's MentalCon compared to last year's.
They tried 48 hours. They did it. It seemed like that was a marathon for sure.
Super marathon.
We showed up. I remember hitting up Sergio. I think it was like 4:30 in the morning my time.
Yeah, it was easy.
So crazy.
Pretty early my time.
I was like, "Yo, Sergio, you up?" He's like, "Yeah, all right, bro. Let's jump in." Manu was there. Shout out to Manu.
Yep.
I think Ryder was there. Shout out to William. And bro. I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, but I woke up and I saw them there. I'm like, yeah, man, come on, let's go talk. And then
for sure.
Manu got there. A little bit late, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, I was falling asleep, man. I had been watching since we never left off on doing it, like you said. Yeah. I was like, all right, well, I was watching a movie with my kids, and then even my son, he's like, yo, you're snoring already. I was like, yeah, I'm tired, dude. I'm going to sleep. And I woke up. And the reason I was up when Sergio messaged me is because he turned off the TV and he was telling me good night. And I was like, all right, good night. And I was like, oh, what time is it already? It was like 2 a.m. or something. And you guys were like, hop on. I was like, man, I'm since when I saw Sergio hopped on audio only, I was like, yeah, I'll do audio only.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's this morning, pretty early. I would say like 6 o'clock in the morning, my time. I told Nate, I'm like, dude, just turn the cameras off for a second. Like, it's wearing to stand there in front of the camera for those 24-48. And at that point, only 10, 14 people watching, I was like, man, just relax, like take a load off a little bit, relax. You're almost there. You're almost to the end. And man, it was a nice little like visual moment of silence, I'm sure they probably like sat down on their couch or something and they just felt like more like,
It's a different vibe when we record without video, for sure.
It was fun. I'll say, just to be honest, I'm glad it was another major success for them, and I'm sure they superseded what they did last year. Yeah. But the thing they definitely need to improve on is their scheduling blocks, and having the group of people that wants to be on at that time, and everybody else clear out, or vice versa. It just works better. To be honest with you,
what would you say? Like if for example, because there is a lot going on, right? Like there's a lot, and obviously, like when people jump on like multiple, like one person, multiple people jump on like one situation, to think like hey, like there's some people that might want to do a box trip at like 10 a.m. or or something like that, 12 o'clock, and like you have like a different link for the box trip section. I think that's pretty cool, to kind of like division it up, like hey, like box trips over here, giveaways, auction stuff over there. But I mean, these are just opinions, man. Try to help out the homie Nate.
That just seems like multiple streams seems like more complicated.
Too complicated.
It's just blocks of time. Better.
Yeah, I think blocks of time works. And but people have to sign up ahead of time. Like we didn't. We just popped in because we didn't have. But even if it wasn't us, I think people appreciate knowing what they're gonna talk about or having a idea of who's there. And there's a lot. It's good and bad. Like you jump in there, you don't have chemistry with a lot of people if you don't already talk to them, but you get to meet some people. So it's it's not as smooth, but it does spark new connections and stuff, or new conversations with different people perspectives we haven't heard of yet. But
yeah,
I think, man, 48 hours seems like a lot. I know it was a lot behind the scenes he was doing. I was helping Nathan a little bit yesterday when they had EM Gist there. Shout out to him. Shout out to Lewis. They were both in there, and then Patelis. So it was nice to see him just do Venom in real time. That shit was crazy. And then you had Patelis working on that Carnage, bro. And he really, I got to say thanks to him while I was on the stream because he worked on my Doom, and it took a while, but it was worth the wait. But just hearing his, I don't know, Sergio. Maybe this is something you experienced, but I never thought about it until like just being there and watching someone work while they speak. You really, it's not only the visual, like you get to hear like their whole philosophy of how they approach their work, or like, real life shit, talking about how he could go hours and hours just working on a piece. It's almost like he's not even thinking about it. It's like a stream of consciousness type of thing with the way he colors in lines and just messes with
the fact that he's even like
details.
multitasking at the same point. He's multitasking
he's
too.
Doing,
he's doing that and like talking to you, like eyeballing you. Yeah,
it's working on composition. Like everything is on the fly, but he's also in a state of like zen while he's doing it. It's pretty dope to hear his perspective.
No, I was gonna say really quick because like when you get like little when you get sketches and stuff done in front of you like that, and like you see him start like kind of putting it together. It's so simple, like he's literally just like etching like lines at first, and then like a minute later he's like it's composed, and you're like whoa, like what just happened, like you went from like a little outline to like fully done, like with detail, like white markings, like it's just crazy.
And that's
the mind of artists, right? It's wild.
Like someone like at that level, Patelis has been doing it for a long time. It's like riding a bike to him, like and like or like chewing bubble gum and dribbling a basketball. Like he could talk to you and still do S tier artwork.
Yeah. It's fun to witness. Those are the cool things about events like MentalCon. You never know you're gonna experience, and it's pretty sick, bro. That was fun.
And I think that bringing in artists the way that they have, obviously the first year was like a little bit lighter, and now the second year, obviously with support and for charity and all that good stuff. I mean, it's just awesome to see, man. Like a lot of people coming together to make this whole thing happen and raising money for a good cause is pretty cool. Man, who would have thought, right? Like, hey, like I said, 3 years ago, we were just kind of meeting each other, through the hobby space, all that good stuff. Everyone was doing different content, blah, blah, but, to start something off, and even year one was a success. And this one is too. And I think the main focus for sure. And I think every collector, regardless of, who you collect or if you like DC or whatnot, I'd like to see a little bit more DC. I'm just throwing that out there just to kind of mix it up a little bit and bring in other, entities into the project. But I do like that it's really focused on like artists, and art and all that cool stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, like man, this is for you. Sketch cards, like there's a lot of cool sketch cards out there.
Speaking of sketch
panels,
cards, I just want to shout out Johnny real quick because me, I'm always, and I know this, and I'm okay with this as well. To this point, like I'm always the one that's a lot more critical with sketches, and I'm glad he's putting some of his work out there because there's a lot of people doing sketches now, and in my opinion, some of them are still not at the level where they should be doing sketches for a commission. But it is what it is. I'm glad that he's putting his work out there.
Yeah, a lot of homies doing sketches. I didn't get to see if Johnny's went live or not. I know he was last minute working on a bunch of them, but. So Lewis do some nice ones. Boy Tim had two dope ones, and there's a bunch of guys from the community too, and a bunch of like sketch artists that we know around from the Marvel hobby. That they submitted a lot of work this year. There's a lot of opportunity. They had big names, they had Freddie in. Doing some nice stuff, and then they did like a raffle giveaway with 9 5x7s framed like that. That was pretty cool. So It was good, man. Good event.
Yeah.
Seemed like a lot of work. Sounded like a lot of work behind the scenes. So shout out to everyone who jumped in and helped Nathan, helped Retro.
Right.
It was,
Shout out to Free too. He won. Speaking of Freddie, and he's the one who won one of his triple panels, right?
Oh yeah, the Doom.
All right.
Yeah.
Free doesn't play games, Free don't play no games.
Yeah.
No.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, look, makes sense, right? Going to a Doom collector, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Free representing, I mean.
No, for sure.
For sure. Free, he had his eye on a couple of things. I'm sure a couple of things slipped away, with him leaving with the Freddy in. So I'm sure he's happy with that.
I did like the diversity because they had people doing Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? We need more Turtles artwork.
Listen, that Bebop was like one that caught my eye.
Fire.
And, I know it's not like a lot of people may expect me to be like, oh, maybe like a Leonardo or something. No, like that Bebop was dope.
Yeah,
it really popped, and I was like, man, that's a really dope Bebop. When I first saw it, it just like kind of caught my eye. So yeah, that was a cool one, and cool to see.
And we all fuck with Ninja Turtles, but me personally, I would like to see more Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey Jones was sick.
Yeah, Casey Jones. I think of Casey Jones, I think of Raph. You know what I mean? The same.
Yeah. Well, because he saved his ass one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like they're both like similar aggression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that. I think it's the 40th anniversary this year of Turtles, so it was nice to see that.
Nice.
And then there's a dope Earthworm Jim, and I forget the artist behind.
I didn't see that
pieces, but nice. Earthworm Jim was dope.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. I don't know if they remember Earthworm Jim. That shit's dope.
That shit was dope. I know while I was on stream, there's an artist and his daughter made a piece. I think she was 11 or 12. Yeah, the panda. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick to see. It was dope.
Hey, real quick, because before we jump away from Earthworm Jim, did you guys know a fun fact that the first appearance of Earthworm Jim on comics from 1995, the back is the advertising for 1995 Marvel Masterpieces?
Oh wow!
Nice.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim was a cartoon first, right? Because I remember the video game also.
That, to be honest with you, I remember the video game first. So maybe the show was before our time.
I got a computer. Let me look it up real time. Earthworm Jim. Let's
see. Speaking on some pop culture stuff going on out there. The Earthworm Jim, that's classic. But man, I think I got to keep talking about it. Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited about that too. More of the artwork than even the game is dope for sure. But whoever does their artwork, and man, they get down.
Yeah, Bengus is crazy.
Just to clarify, Earthworm Jim was a game first. I think it says 94, and then 95 there was a cartoon. So
that makes sense. Nice.
But listen, I'm excited because it opens up a couple possibilities. It's not for the game for sure. Like I'm excited for the game to come back because I'm going to be playing that.
Oh, for pre-order right now. People are listening. You make sure you go pre-order that. Sergio, have you pre-ordered it?
I'm gonna put it to you like this, and I normally wouldn't do this. This is out of like my norm because usually you could just buy digital games now, whatever. I'm gonna buy the digital and I'm gonna buy the physical. Because I feel like
physical. It's a collector.
Gotta buy the physical for this. Like this right here, you have to buy the physical. And if they have some kind of collector's edition or whatever, I'm gonna be pretty invested into this just for PC. I mean, this is classic. A game cost a normal game costs like $200, like maybe online on eBay if you get like a Dreamcast or a PlayStation 2 version, but just for kind of modernish time, like for you to have a physical copy of that game is pretty legendary. Like that game's been gone for so many years, and so many gaming communities were tired of emulating it on Fightcade. They were tired of playing it through emulation, and they wanted the real game. And with the refresh with the rollover netcode, all that good stuff, where you could play multiplayer now. I mean, as long as they don't mess it up, the way it runs and everything and stuff on NetPlay, man, this is gonna be. It's going to be big. This is really big. And the license coming back. I think I mentioned, I think I posted. It might have been on Extra. I don't know if I sent you guys the link, but like the photo of like or it might have been like the udon that they posted in the Doom chat. The udon cover. I'm like, hey, that's a comic company. Like, don't be surprised if they have like Marvel's Capcom comics, like coming our way, because that'd be really dope.
That'd be sick for sure.
If that licensing is back and everything, man, like I'm telling you, like the game is cool. Like I'm super excited for the game, but the licensing is something that I'm pretty also excited for, to see what they're gonna do now with the license back. What's the new gameplay? And I kind of shot a joke at Upper Deck. I'm like, hey, Upper Deck, call us, man. Marvel's Capcom PMGs, dude. Come on, like, let me get a red, Ryu PMG.
They're never doing that, though.
Oh man,
I'm sorry,
but if they did, hey, listen, give us a call. We'll give you some advice on a pair of those.
Man, ain't nobody calling us stuff.
Ain't nobody calling us. Wow,
it's unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Is it because we're not part of the? Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that we're not part of the 80%ers, or what's going on?
It might be a little bit. You know what I mean? The other thing, we're a little mom and pop shop right now. You know what I mean? We're still working on our presence.
We're a hole in the wall.
Yeah, we're a little popping hole in the wall. We still haven't gotten gentrified. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
It's gonna happen. But anyone interested, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, Arcade Classics.
So good.
Up for pre-order for Switch and PS4 only, dog.
Can you pull up? Do you remember? Did I send you the full resolution photo, like the one that doesn't have any like? And it's just, man, like the artwork for the new game is really cool. Again, like I think this is going to be big. I think that I hope they do something fun with the licensing. I hope they do it right. And even if it was, listen, if they drop the card set, I'm buying. I'm back to buying Marvel cards, guys. Sorry, we're back in the game. Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. So Sergio loves Capcom Marvel cards. You hear that, Brian? You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Brian?
Wait, but I thought Brian was grading Capcom cards. Sergio, you know about that Capcom life.
Yeah, he's been doing
that. There's some stuff out there, I don't want to talk about it. If you know, you know.
Okay. Oh wow.
There's a couple things out there. Again, do your homework, but there's a couple Capcom versus SNKs out there. If we could look that up too. The Capcom versus SNK cards are pretty cool. They're coming out of Japan. There's a set called All Capcom World, and it's kind of like a mixed set. Those are out there as well. They're pretty dope, coming from Japan. But those Japan sellers are slick, man, because they offer you free shipping, right? But like with the incentive of free shipping, if you think about it, you're paying for one item with the shipping, right? So shipping from Japan, if you had to put like a number on it, maybe like $10 for like a letter, right?
Yeah.
So really, it's like an $18 card with like a $10 shipping. But then when you add like the two, and then you're like, hey man, can you combine the shipping? He's like, nah, Papa, it's already combined. You're like, oh, okay, thanks, brother,
So they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah, but hey, if you guys don't know, All Capcom World, somebody asked me the other day about specifically Marvel vs. Capcom. I said no, there's no, to my knowledge, there's no set for that specific like IP.
Mm-hmm.
But Capcom they do have cards out there, and I'll be honest, like I know that Marvel Cards Down. Shout out to Brian when he was putting up like the Street Fighter cards. Like a lot of people weren't really like messing with those, but those are dope. I just like me. I kind of like the more vintage like look again. Like I always kind of go back to that. So using like the modern image from like the new Street Fighter game is not nostalgic for me. The Prism is cool, right? Like the look to me is very cool. Like the card looks great, but if you ever look up like the 1992 Capcom the Merlin stickers, if you look those up and you go through like some of the stickers with like Ryu, like with the white borders and like the really vibrant colors, that's kind of more my vibe, man. But those are cool. If you guys, some of you guys don't know that exists, but you heard it here first, maybe. I see you guys again, I hear those keyboards clicking, man.
They're typing away, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up the 97 card ass Masters, all Capcom.
It's a fun set.
Pretty fire.
It's a fun set.
Got some nice stuff there. That's fun. I'm still waiting for the last Ronin game. You know what I mean? But I might have to get a PS5 before that, so I can just play a little bit of.
What are you more excited for? You're more excited for that game, or you're more excited for these DC cards to come out?
Oh man. I mean, it's about the same, dog. I can't separate it. But yeah,
you think if this hit EPAC, you think I can get that like beginner's luck again, and maybe pull like 3 like Batman platinum portraits on EPAC, man? I might have to make a new account. You might have to try to cheat the system.
You should try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if you hit an extra one, you know what I mean? Hook up your Upper Deck announced DC cards. This was probably like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but we haven't talked about it. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
There's a video card drop. Y'all want more info? We covered the news, me and Tim. And yeah, bro, I'm ready to see, some Batman artwork. Them in PMGs, I know people are gonna want that, but there's a lot of nice stuff. Anything you guys think of when you first think of like DC is gonna get the Marvel treatment? What comes to your mind?
Well, I will say this before I even mention that. I'll say that they should have a hard time fucking it up. Specifically because it's the first set they do, so all the art should be new to them. So pick some nice stuff. As far as inserts, I would like to see, obviously PMGs. People want to see. I think platinum portraits would be dope. I think quick strikes would be dope.
And for like if you, I mean, obviously imagery matters, but like at least 4 of like the PMG colors like would fit really well with the bat. Purple, 100%. The red, 100%. The blue, 100%. The green, depending on imagery, but like it'll work, but it's gonna be like the loudest, right? It's gonna be like the most
I mean, people are gonna go for
a purple out of 5.
Rarity. Purples are gonna be so nice.
Another thing that they brought back is the double impact insert.
Oh, interesting.
Because they haven't done it since '96.
They did announce DC masterpieces on that blog, so that's gonna happen sometime, I guess, next year or after, but. It would be interesting if they brought the double impacts. That would be interesting.
Some DC original art.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of DC original art for all the OA guys. You know what I mean? Just when y'all thought y'all had it all done, nope. Now you gotta go buy DC, dog.
Yeah.
Anyone who missed out on the Marvel, you know what I mean? Now you know. Just go get that.
But good luck getting to the good stuff. It's probably done already.
Hey, look, people learn so much. I've learned so much. People work around the clock to just, lock down pieces. You know what I'm saying? So you best believe those conversations have been going on now for a minute.
I bet.
Shout out to anyone.
You mean it's sold already, or like it's already like sold?
No, I don't think so, because I'm sure most of it is not even made yet. It comes down to what artists have and who's their rep, and
Yeah, well, I'm more referring to like the stuff that's been out too. Like for example, the Batman Adventures Annual
the Master Series.
Like Bruce Timm, the Bruce Timm stuff that's been out. Who owns that? You're not gonna get your hands on
those
that.
Have been taken.
There you go. That's what I'm referring to.
Heritage auctions. I'm sure you can pull up. There's a bunch of Bruce Timm work. But published work, I mean, those are probably grail pieces already.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking for card art, it's gonna be a new avenue. Like people are gonna be into it. At least that's what I think. I don't know. There's some negative reception to the news, which surprised me. Yeah, there was some negative reactions out there. Honestly, it was very surprising to me. I didn't know the tribalism. And me and Tim were having like a conversation, because Tim's he's a diehard DC guy. He's growing up, reading all the books, going to conventions, getting sketches and stuff. But I didn't know there was a whole Marvel versus DC thing. I mean, us three in here, we all love Batman. So
yeah,
it was. I'm guessing it's surprising for y'all too, but maybe you guys knew. But There's some backlash for sure. I think it's that Pepsi versus Coke, Apple versus PC. Like it's like some weird tribalism shit, which
I think it's some of that. I also think it's some of the fact that, let's be honest, like for example, there was no tribalism when people bring up Transformers along with the same breath, or Ninja Turtles, like you've been collecting, right?
Yeah.
But Batman, that's because Batman does rival your Spider-Mans, your Venoms. Let's be honest, Batman is a bigger IP. When you're talking about DC Comics as a whole, I don't think they could go toe to toe with Marvel based on all the characters that Marvel has. But if we're just talking about top ones, you got Superman and Batman.
Starting lineups is tough. And I even having conversations with shout out to Miles, and he's a Batman fan too, but like I was confused. I'll be 100% honest. I was confused seeing some negative reception, and even some of these fucking weirdos trying to take shots at me personally. So I mean,
what's going down?
We see what's going down there. They try to be sneaky with that shit, and it's cool. Once it's always a bitch. Once you get popping, motherfuckers want to get active. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, though. It's and I don't know. Look, again, I don't know because we're 20%ers or whatever. They don't like to see us shine, but there's some shit out there when it's in the back of my mind whenever shit like this happens. But whatever.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Look, man, we can't win them all, right?
No.
And I understand I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but fuck, you can ask about me. I do a lot of solid shit for people. I'm not one of those, one of those people playing schemes behind the scenes like some of these fools. So it's cool. I'm with it. And I just talking to Miles, and he's like, "Yo, real talk. There's people are worried that their shit might dip in value now. That Batman's gonna."
Yes,
there's also.
I can see that,
bro. It's tied to money, right? So as much as we want to preach collect what you love, a lot of motherfuckers out there really worried about their investments in what they love, right? So that's what's happening. And he also told me, "Yo, you don't think people with Batman #1s or like Golden Age Action Comics or Detective Comics, like let's be transparent about it. Those are older books.
Yep.
Those cost a lot more, and that's a different tax bracket that might just come in to the trading card market.
Yeah, and it might give people a run for their money on the people that are in the top positions right now.
Right. So I get it. People spend a lot of money building their collections. They want to protect it. I also spent money on my collection. I don't give a fuck if it dips in price. Like I'm enjoying the fact we got something new.
Yeah.
And we got something that I love more, if not equally, to my Marvel stuff. So I'm excited. And people want to, that don't care crew. I saw a lot of people put don't care. I get it. It's a cool little thing, but that's it's I mean, like 100% transparent. Like I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not mad at those people. No. But I know once that eBay sale starts hitting, it's gonna be a lot of 360s. So I'm just accepting that right now. You guys are gonna be on the bandwagon sooner or later. That's fine.
And
we're gonna have fun.
And it's interesting to see, man. Like the people that said don't care. I don't have a little black book on all these people at all, but it'd be fun to see. What characters are you collecting that you don't care if you think that could fuck with Batman and the Joker? First of all. Right. I hope you're collecting someone huge, because if you're collecting a random ass C character, B character, don't hit me with the don't care. Instead hit me with the don't want to spend the money on it. Hit me with that.
And again, we all know don't care. Some Justin said, I'm not talking specifically about Justin. He came out already say, hey man, not for me, but if anyone hits a Batman, let me know. Of course, he's got a bunch of Batman figures. He's a Batman fan. Not necessarily DC, but there's a lot of people out there throwing the same don't care thing. I'm like, okay, I did not expect it. Honestly, it kind of threw me off, but I understood it once I had some conversations with people. It all makes sense. It comes down to value, and I get it. People want to protect their investments, even though we all claim to be collectors. So Cool.
No, and I think that another thing too is there's different types of character. People that character collect. There's people that collect different stuff. There's people that collect mixed media, right? Like all different kind of things. From even anime and stuff like that. And I think like us in general, because obviously like we may have started showing off a lot of Marvel stuff, but there's other things that are out there that we either choose to show or not.
I think, but even right there to your point, the reason, at least I can speak for me, the reason I started my account posting a lot of Marvel was because I was new to Marvel cards. Yeah. Like, how many times do I put Batman stuff up there? The difference is Batman has already been established, especially with comics.
Yeah.
So I never felt the need to push Batman because people already know about Batman. They've been knowing about Batman.
Well, I don't know how many people you had your whole Batmobile collection as the diecast Instagram for a while. Yeah. So you had them separated. Me too. I started my Instagram just to post Doom cards because that's what I was doing at the time. But around like if you go back, well, the problem with me, I used to get bored of my page. I would just delete everything and redo it. I mean, but
you do stuff like that. That's why.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while, but you know what I'm saying. I figured out my path. We've always talked about Batman cards, especially for me, Batman animated, and that's like if they do like a insert set, not even like a full set, just like an homage to the '92 to the Batman animated series. It's gonna be amazing for me. It's gonna be my favorite thing.
I was talking to shout out to VP Ken. I was talking to him about that. He was mentioning to me that he's like, imagine it with Jim Lee autos and this and that. I was like, imagine a Bruce Timm auto.
Oh, bro, Bruce Timm sketch. Can we get a Bruce Timm sketch?
Otherwise Neil Adams would be a dope one as well, or Bernie Wrightson. But
rest in peace. A lot. I mean, Tim put me on to a couple artists. Lee Bermejo, from Greg Capullo. It's a lot.
I've been doing it for a minute for sure on DC side.
Yo, imagine Francesco Francavilla sketch if they do one of those.
Yeah, he gets down on the 89 Batman stuff for sure.
Yeah, and look, if we're pulling from Marvel guys who can do some DC work, Bianchi who's done covers, and I don't know if he's done interiors.
No.
We're probably gonna see some Del Auto images get printed. I don't know if he'll ever sign or sketch. And from this like from Mignola, like how much I love Mignola Batman covers. So I'm excited. I'm just excited that something else is out there, something that us three know about. Apparently the whole world doesn't love it, but that's cool. I mean, it's just gonna be more fun for us.
Oh man. Listen, I would love to see like when it gets to like let's say like DC Platinum, and somebody hits that Golden Treasure Batman, and that goes up for sale.
Ooh.
Like what number that hits compared to like that 1-of-1 Spider-Man. I would love to see like both of them, battle it out and see
think about the market when DC gets in there. Lucy, I'm gonna need like a little, state of the hobby, a little exclusive here. Like, what do you see? First Batman PMGs go up. How's that gonna, look compared to what the Marvel market does at that time?
Yeah, I think that's gonna, like you said, man. I think it's gonna bring a lot of new blood in, especially DC comic collectors that've been wanting to dabble into cards, and maybe there were, there's definitely a couple sets that we mentioned in the past, whether it's the Master Art or what that Batman one, the one with the Joker card that I got from the Heath Ledger. What's that, Cryptozoid? So there was a few companies that have done Batman stuff with the Batman IP, but I'm excited too. I'm just excited to see where it's gonna go as far as what they do with it. Once again, the autos that they're able to get, the sketches they were able to get, the artists that they should be able to get involved, and hopefully they're not being stingy and pay up to some of these bigger artists so we could see nice artwork on some of this stuff. That's what I'm excited about the most personally.
Yeah.
And take advantage of all the different the different Batman timelines and the different movies, and like you said, the animated series, like incorporate all different styles of Batman. Don't stick to just MCU Batman, for example.
Yeah.
No offense, Shane. You know what I'm saying? But we need some Batman the animated series. We need some 1989 Batman for me is crazy. We just need a lot of options. Just give us options.
There's a lot of eras, right? It's got a longer history.
What if they split the eras through like inserts? That'd be pretty cool. Like
through the yeah. Those are cool. We're gonna see something like that, and like DC, not just Batman, DC animation has always been crazy. So
look, people, let's be honest. I'm glad you brought that up. We've spoken about it a little bit in the past, but we know we all enjoyed the Into the Spider-Verse movie. But let's be honest, that's always been Batman Beyond.
Yeah, that style. So and they had like a test footage, which never happened, but hopefully one day we get a Batman Beyond film. That would be sick. Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Just look, anything that we know in Marvel is gonna be made in DC. And I know some people didn't like that idea. I don't understand why they wouldn't use their best sets and best inserts to highlight their new IP. Like, it just wouldn't make sense if they didn't do that. Why wouldn't they do PMGs, right? Like, why wouldn't
Upper Deck? They do a lot of things that don't make sense.
Yeah, but lately they've been getting things right. I'm gonna give them that. I'm gonna give them credit there.
And by lately, you mean Platinum? That's it.
Platinum. Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, I think it's a big staple of a set. Which
a new set to them.
Yeah, new because it's chromium, right? Because they kind of switched it up. We'll see what they do. I know Fluor Ultra Wolverine comes out. I want to say soon, probably next week, July 3rd. And then we're recording on Sunday. On Monday, Marvel Platinum drops on EPAC. That's gonna be a thing. So people about to spend some money.
Yep. And look, going back to what you said, that a lot of people, there was some negative feedback on the whole DC thing. Let's just be honest as well, man. Like, people can say whatever they want, but when certain product drops, a lot of people are going to follow what everybody's doing. It just is what it is. Yeah. They might not say it right now, and then later on, take notice of the people that were negative or critiqued it. Next thing you know, they're going to have some Joker and Batman cards. So,
yeah. And if anyone out there doesn't like me, just don't fucking just that's fine. Unfollow, dog. I'm not desperate for attention, even though I'm constantly on YouTube. Trust me, I understand the irony, but it's I'm good with it. I'm not wasting my energy on bullshit. But still, it still piss me off to see some bullshit out there, but it is what it is. It's the hobby we're in. There's a bunch of bullshit out there, unfortunately. A bunch of great guys, and then a bunch of shitty people in the hobby too. So salute to them.
I want to compare that to I've said this before. Like when I first hopped into the Marvel card hobby space, and people were saying like, oh, this person, that person, and like, man, this these guys aren't relatively like nice. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I want to do like favors for me, but it almost feels like it's like like divisive a little bit, like the whole DC Marvel thing. I mean, look, why can't you like both? Like, I like Batman, and I've always said like, hey, look, Superman's never been my guy, but if you mention like DC, it's always going to be Batman. And that's such a big IP, but like, man, at least us, like collectively, like we may not be everyone's cup of tea, but we're also inclusive to everyone's like, little feedback here and there. Like we digest information, we digest knowledge, and like, we've kind of filter out the yay and the nay of like how, like what we choose to like buy or not buy or look into and not look into. So we like to like look at other things. And I feel like a lot of other people, like, out there in the hobby aren't really like that. They're kind of like, seculated off like into their own little, sections. And it's like, man, like, just like relax, bro.
I get it. People have their cliques and people like the drama. Like, I understand it. Here's an idea. Just be happy for us. Fuck. Is that like, can you not be happy for people? Shit. Is that too tough to ask? I haven't talked shit about Spider-Man in a minute. Come on, man. I let people rock. When Spider-Man Metal came out, you know what I did? I took my ass away from social media for like 3 months, opening Batman cards. I let y'all rock out. I mean, just let us rock out. Or don't. Fuck, I don't care. Unfollow. I don't give a shit. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, and let's turn it into a little more positive note.
And this is right off of Mental Con. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing?
But this is what it's about. We're having our little mini.
I totally forgot about that bullshit until Elusive left. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I haven't talked about. Yeah, that's it. No, that's good.
But let's switch to the positive. Any pickups you guys had this week?
I'll start. I got, I guess, pickup for me, but there were gifts. Shout out to Tim. Sent me a couple trades, couple books. DC, he's trying to get me right, and he's telling me what to read. Got a little Jim Lee Batman stories here, Brian Azzarello Batman stuff. So I'm gonna be full research mode Batman. Nice. Some things I haven't, I'm not too knowledgeable in the Batman comic side, but thanks to Tim, he hooked it up. And I got some Pokemon from Tim, shout out to Tim, gifted me some Tyrannotars, some Japanese Tyrannotars.
Nice.
Those are fun. And a Pokemon, like a Pokemon card that he painted on for my birthday from a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So I'll be posting that. And just so you know, Sergio, it's Pikachu with the MF Doom mask. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I'm light. Shout out to Tim. Come on. And shout out to Will. I got a T-shirt.
Yeah. Listen, I'm excited now that I have some of these guys' docs and I have their information. I'm sending a couple of gifts.
You can't phrase it that way though. You get some of these people, paranoid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, listen, your secrets are safe with me, guys. Don't worry. I don't have little black books and stuff like that, bro. All I want to do is just share a little bit of love, for people that again, I appreciate in the hobby. So, yeah, man, it's to me, it's not like so much the click stuff. It's like like the relationship build because, even us like three collectively in this room, like we've never met personally. I'd love to have that carne asada one day, but
yeah,
but we come together through friendship here and in this space, and that's dope, man. It's and again, like, look, we all have different opinions and we all collect differently and all that good stuff. But like, we accept other people and other people's opinion as well. But if you're a hater, we got to call it out because there's a lot of you guys.
I mean, we could spend all that.
There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference between like
And I try real hard for things not to get to me. It's just certain shit. Just
well, look, again, going back to the positivity.
Yeah, dog, get us back on track.
Yeah. Hey, look, shout out real quick. I could do a shout out. I'll talk about my pickup, but it all ties in together because speaking of, again, people that are not in the hobby directly or as involved as we are. Shout out to Card Art on Instagram. He's a guy who mainly deals with UFC cards from what you could see on his Instagram. And he had a buyback I needed from Venom for a minute. And, I hit him up when he first posted it up for sale. But obviously, like we all are, we're looking for cash. I let it sit for a while because, at the price that it was, I didn't think that it would move. Because right now, just with the market being what it is, there's a lot of bigger cards you could pick up in that price range. So I followed up. And then, thankfully, we were able to work a trade out. I'm sure we were both really happy with the trades. It was 3 years in the making for me to do the little trio that I posted on the IG recently, which is, for those that don't know, I'm sure we'll have a image of it, but it's going to be the 1994 Flair Venom where he's upside down and the artwork is by Kubert.
That was big, bro.
Yeah, man. So I'm really excited about that. I got it in hand already. And, that's something that we talk about all the time about being patient. And sometimes it takes a while. There's still pieces I'm missing, but that was one of the big ones. So, look out for a top 10 Venom video coming up soon as well.
I don't know if I talked about this, but it reminded me of my trio I just finished. Shout out to VP. We did a comic cut trade.
Yeah.
And I got all 3 portrait comic cuts. I'm going to post that sometime soon. you check that off the list, for the Doom collection. So happy with that. Shout out to Ken.
Yeah, shout out to Ken, man. Yeah, that's again, it goes back to what Sergio was saying. I think the difference is you could like whatever you're into. There's a lot of people that we follow that are not even into Marvel at all. Shout out, for example, Merlin Cards, right? Mm-hmm. He collects a lot of wrestling. He collects a lot of like celebrity type 1 photos. It's just a different thing. I don't collect any of that, but it's cool for me to watch it. And more than anything, his passion is what really sells it for me.
Right.
And that's what it comes down to. Like, you collect whatever you like, but don't hate on people that are having fun collecting what they like.
Or do, but just stop acting like we're cool. If you want to hate, but like don't front. I mean, it's cool. Yeah. I mean, I'll be posting turtle stuff. I'm sure majority of people don't care. But it's my collection, dog. What do you want? You don't have to see it. You don't have to follow.
And I've had that conversation with Manu where I think it also has to do with the way we started our IGs. Like, we were both more Marvel card centric. And I noticed that even when I post, even whether it's my Dadcast or even my foreign comics, they don't get as many likes as my cards do, not even close, for whatever reason. Yeah. It's because, I would say 70 to 80% of my audience or people that follow me because I was posting Marvel cards consistently for over 2-3 years now,
Yeah, for sure.
That has something to do with it for sure. Like, another one of my pickups that I'll say, you guys know what's up with this. I finally was able to track down a copy of Tales of Suspense number 31, prototype Doom cover from the UK.
That's sick.
And I love that cover ever since Sergio. Shout out to Sergio. It's the first person that I saw with that cover when he picked up his English 5.0 or 5.5 version. Yeah. And I know since then he has the version I'm referring to in a 6.0. He has the top of the senses right now. Until I send mine in, don't even worry about it. But
well, unless shout out to Variant, unless Variant shits on both of you, know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Variant has a 5.0, but shout out to James as well.
Shout out to James. I'm rooting for James to win this CGC number thing. I'm just full disclosure. I'm rooting for him over y'all too. You know what I mean?
No, I mean his grade already came back. Don't even worry about it.
But he might have a second or third. Don't do that to James.
Yeah, right? Yeah. James,
listen, I wanna thank you, Elizabeth, because
we're not done here. You can thank me in a little bit.
You're getting
Hold on, Kanye. Well, last thing I'll say is shout out to Free. Because we just recently did a trade for La Prensa one as well, the Tales of 31. So I got that on the way.
Nice.
I appreciate you, Free. Go ahead, sir.
Man, I didn't even know about that. You just
dropped that on us. You know what I mean?
We don't even get the homie call. Like, yo, damn. Hey, look, Obi, you heard it at the same time as I did, dog.
No, Obi already knew about it.
Oh, shit, Sergio. You second, dog? Oh, that's crazy.
Listen, like I said before, I want to thank you, because it's it's a little bit alleviated and take this little weight off my back with all these pop ones. I've been holding.
Wow.
And you're gonna post it, right? Well, also the elusive effect is just about to pump your shit up too. So shout out to elusive. Influencer.
Listen, it's all love on this side. Like there's definitely no hate. And
you heard it here first, folks. Go get those fucking foreigns right now, dog.
No, don't. Man. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep doing. Don't even worry about the foreigns.
Oh man.
I mean, let's just.
No, we've been having fun with those for sure. We've been having fun with those for a little bit. We've been talking about it for a little bit, and
at least on YouTube, there's not a lot of content. I mean, you two are the most talkative about these foreigns.
Yeah, there's about 3 people that I know that come to mind when I think about foreigns that are not us, obviously. And I don't think they make enough content. And usually the content they make is around the sales of their own comics.
Can I request, from a viewer of your channels, when are we going to get the foreign top 10s? I'm sorry.
Ooh. Man. I mean, with Sergio,
when are we going to your favorite foreign collection?
Listen, I'm trying to do it like nice and fun. Like, listen, another problem with part of the hobby too. Certain people's like attention spans like so short, like some they can only digest like the first like 15. If you don't have that like 15-second reel of like, hey, let me just basically show like tease you for 10 seconds, and then you're gonna have to like go click the link. Like, I mean, man, I want to do like the project like right. I could just record it and just post it on my phone like, oh, this is right, and I probably should for the first episode, but I've considered that, and there's a lot of some of you guys know that there's a little community of foreign people out there, and it'd be pretty cool to showcase that too. There's a lot of stuff going on in the hobby, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm looking forward to it.
I've been trying to stay positive the whole episode. Listen, a little off today, but I'm gonna hold on. Let me throw my shout out for the day.
Anti shout out?
No, my shot.
Okay.
This is my an indirect, but this is fully direct.
Oh wow.
Time from time to time, if people know, I give a lot of advice to people, especially when it comes to pricing. The people, you know who you are when you reach out to me. Shout out to Obi, one of you. And Obi reached out to me on some advice on the card. I don't want to mention what it was.
Okay.
But it was a Pop 1 PSA 10 card, and he asked me what I thought the range of this card was, and I gave him the range. He ended up buying it under the range I gave him.
Oh, nice! Congrats, right? Obi.
Yeah, I thought so too until he showed me that he picked it up, and I was like, "Yo, man, I don't know if I would have paid that right now with this market." And he's
that's fucked.
And he was like, "Yo, Obi's like, nah, elusive. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your lecture, this and this and that." But one thing I gotta tell you, Obi, I gotta get this off my chest. I don't get any consultation checks. You know what I'm saying? So just be grateful for the free advice.
Oh,
I don't remember. Hey, shout out to Manu, because Manu knows about this. People be hitting up for information for free all the time, and we're more than happy to help you. But just remember that it was free of charge. You know what I mean?
Look, Obi, he's not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not.
He's human. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But congrats on the pickup, though.
Yeah, congrats, man. It's a sick card. We just got to sit on that a little bit. Don't even worry about it. Just cool. Wait till this whole DC blows past a little bit.
Look, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for something new, man. I'm just, same old thing over Marvel. Look, I wish they did TMNT cards. Bring something else. What's another IP that Upper Deck should get? I mean, get some more stuff rolling.
Another IP?
Yeah, man. I mean, I know they're doing Looney Tunes.
So many options.
Looney Tunes, yeah.
You tell me you're not gonna go after Bugs Bunny PMG? If you see one, come on, stop playing.
I mean, Bugs
Bunny,
the green Bugs Bunny with the carrot. Oh man, come on.
I mean, that's you guys can have Bugs Bunny. I'm more of a Tasmanian devil.
Oh yeah, that's me.
That's cool.
Hey, look, that's the hood. That's the hood choice. I mean, Taz.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean,
you guys remember the shirts with the Bugs Bunny and the Taz with the crisscross pants?
Come on.
Yeah, I had the Cowboys Taz shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as exciting as that is, I hate to go back to the DC thing because we went past it now because I don't want to bring it up.
Well, because it's great. DC's great.
but a green.
We support DC.
Yo,
we like DC.
We're do care over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard me talking over each other, but a green PMG Joker.
Yeah. I do one better. The purple Joker is gonna be better.
Yeah, the purple Joker is gonna be crazy.
If they come out with purple. Maybe.
I mean, if we're judging off Avengers metal, that's gonna bring PMGs. They're setting up bronzes, purples, and everything.
Or if you want to call it a medallion, sure, a green, with the light green and the purple.
You can keep the medallions.
The PMGs are gonna be the medallions. Some might look nice, but you gotta like medallions for sure.
Yeah, and then look, the reason I said green is because on one of our favorite sets, the 2020 X-Men metal. That one, I like that they went back to the OG way of doing it, which was only reds and greens.
Right. I hope they bring the purples because of the color match.
Oh, they'll bring it just to the fact that they're going to hit you with 20 different parallels. Don't even worry about it.
No, they'll do what 2017 is where you had coppers, then you had reds, blues, greens, and purples, and 1-of-1s.
They're trying to make sure they cover every shade of the rainbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, 1-of-1s, those are already going to be taken by top dog guys. I mean, people investing. Shout out to Shane, 1-of-1 king. But the purples, you might get a shot at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? The greens. If you like that whole green thing, if you got green PMGs, you want to get a green, DC one. Of course, like it's all plays into it. And then for all the modest collectors like myself, we'll get whatever we can. You know what I mean, some packs,
knock it off.
Maybe flip into it. You know what I mean? Maybe cash out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just need a base. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna chase. I'm not gonna going crazy. I'm already telling myself I'm not doing the whole.
Yeah, I hear that a lot from people lately. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Yeah, but you know me.
I do. That's why I said that.
I might grab it at the beginning and be like, "Nah, it wasn't for me, dog."
You wanted to hold it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to hold it for like a month or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Scratch
so look,
that itch.
I'm gonna save you time and money. Anybody that pulls like something dope from any of those packs, you guys want to feel like doing something nice, send Doom the card, let him hold it for a week or two, and then we'll mail it back to you.
I don't. No,
is that like a partial ownership thing?
Fractional sharing. You know what I mean?
Fractional sharing. That's a very you guys want to talk about it. That's gonna be a real thing soon. But no, I if it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. I'm going full Johnny mode, dog. Just gonna enjoy how I see it. If an opportunity presents itself, we'll do it. And I'm excited to see just DC artwork on cards. That's gonna be fire. I think we did enough DC pumping. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're not. Again, to me,
we're not pumping because we're not going to be the big dogs buying shit and flipping. Now, don't let us catch them because we will be smart about it. We're not dumb over here. So,
what did someone said this once? Shout out to you, whoever you were. But I heard someone say, they even threw Sergio in there, but they'd be forgetting about Sergio's nationality. Just so everybody's clear, Sergio's from Nicaragua, right? Like, shout out Nicaragua. But the reason I bring that up that's relevant is one day they were talking about us as the NSDC as a whole. Okay. And they're like, yeah, those Mexicans over there, they got good taste. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I appreciate the compliment, but it seemed a little wild.
Yeah, it's still a little, it could be true, but it sounds a little crazy. Just, FYI for people out there. And Sergio's definitely invited to the carne asada, but like
he's invited to the carne asada.
But
I'm the
he's
master. I'm the master carne asada. I'm Mr. Carne asada. Like, come on.
Yeah, don't forget about people out there. Like, be respectful.
They don't know. They don't know. You know.
I mean,
yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, bro, go. Himno Nacional. Go ahead, dog. We're gonna clear out. You go singing for a little bit, represent for your country, dog. Right here.
Give you the Mexican pass, but you gotta hit us with the national anthem first.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't know the words, dog, then we can't give you the pass. You know what I mean? In fact, that's that's what Free told me. He's like, yo, I'm giving you this La Prensa because Sergio isn't really Mexican at the end of the day. I was like, I appreciate it. You know what
I mean?
Yeah, that's good, man. Listen, to keep it within the circle, I'm all about that,
That's what we're trying to do.
we all take different little shifts and stuff like that, and we're all doing different things, and obviously we have the connection with Marvel stuff, but relatively we share a lot of different IPs, and I wish other people were in the hobby. We're a little bit more inclusive, and if they were, maybe it would be a even bigger wave than it could be. But that's neither here nor there. Because we're here today.
Be authentic. If you're gonna be inclusive, be authentic about being inclusive. Don't do it just because. Don't do it just to put up a front and for the public.
Like when me and Sergio talk about Sailor Moon, we like that shit, dog. Yeah. It's legendary. Like stop playing, act like you didn't watch it.
Yeah, you guys like Sailor Moon, Hello Kitty, and all that, and I respect it.
I ain't saying nothing about Hello Kitty.
Oh, my bad. You didn't say Hello Kitty? My bad. I thought it was
that's crazy.
Pairing.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But you go ahead and rock out with your Rick and Morty shit. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about my Rick and Morty. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I'm happy for you, bro.
I appreciate it. Hey, that's what we're trying to get to, people.
But
be happy for people, even though you don't collect.
Yeah, be happy. Also, to that point that Sergio was saying, we all share different things we're into amongst ourselves, and we see the dope. Oh, you like that? I like that. You like that, and that sparks an idea for me and things that I like. we share things in common too, though. Like we all got Doom shit, and throw Free in there, throw James in there, throw the whole Doom fam in there, and guess what? We make it work because all of us got taste, and we all do our own flavor. We collect our own way. Ain't nobody trying to do someone dirty in here.
No.
And a bunch of y'all going after the same thing, be doing some dirty shit to each other. That's crazy.
Shout out to a lot of Jacob's friends, you know what I mean?
That's fucked up.
Yo, Jacob, it's coming from a place of love, but I'm not naming people.
I hope Jacob's doing well, man.
Let's be real.
Jacob. Super excited about him owning that. He might look, Jacob. I'm not gonna put your news out there, but you know what I mean. I think Jacob's been collecting some stuff. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Jacob's a big deal.
Putting dirt on his name. He out there. You know what I mean.
Stop.
He got some shit out there. Shout out to Jacob, dog.
Shout out to Jacob, the jeweler.
Shout out to Jack. Haven't heard from Jack in a while.
Jacob the jeweler.
Shout out to Jack.
Jacob the jeweler. I love it.
Yeah, there's a couple. Look, I'm gonna be honest, guys.
We gotta have Free on soon and Johnny. I feel like I haven't talked to these guys in a while.
No, we do. Hey, I always gotta keep it real. We're at a minute 3. Just so you guys know, you guys have getting about 55
You're the only one looking at the clock, dog. We're over here cooking and flowing.
No, I'm looking at the clock because I had to get close. My headphones were fucking up. So, I kept hearing like a buzz. So, let me get close.
Wait.
It's always towards the end I start having fun. You know what I mean? So
because by then we give less of a fuck about what we say. Sergio, did you have any pickups or did you say your part already? I don't know. I lost track.
Last thing, I want to shout out Sergio, man. Because, I never give Sergio his credit. Sergio, just publicly, because I want to give him his flowers. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go.
He definitely put me into put me on the prototype Doom, and he also put me onto Initial D. And Ghost in the Shell. I'll say those 3. I'm going to give him credit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell me that I give a lot of shit to Sergio. I got my personal reasons. But other than that, I got to give him his flowers.
Look, we're brothers. We're going to be from time to time is what it is. Also, just Initial D. You pulled out the set, the cards. I never heard Sergio get tight. He was happy for you.
No.
I mean,
because we don't roll that way.
Yeah.
Whoa, why are you laughing?
Because listen, it's well, look, it's like this, like we talked about, a couple weeks back. It's just like, look, like we can't grab it all, because if we could, right? If I could, then it'd be a wrap. You know what I mean? But it's just like,
you wouldn't have fired
just
them.
like
there would have been with me, though. But just like in the future when Elusive, start sneaking in some tuxedo mask, a little Sailor Moon, here and there, we're not gonna be mad at that. We're gonna celebrate.
I'm gonna say it now. I don't think I'm doing any Sailor Moon.
It's cool, dog. I hear you. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna leave it off.
Have
for you
fun,
guys,
bro. No, you can have fun with it. We're here for
it. But here's the thing, though, and here's like the cool part about collecting that way. When you collect that way, it's just like you could pick up 2-3 little pieces and be like completely like content. You're good,
Yeah, you don't have to get the whole
set.
It's a cool little.
You don't know.
1 or 2, you'll be
straight. Just a little trio.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's because Sergio that I kind of like Spider-Man now. I mean, Sergio be posting some dope Spider-Man. Shout out to Will. I had like a little therapy session where I'm like, you know what? I don't really hate Spider-Man like that. Things happen, bro. Shout out to everyone out there representing Spider-Man. Most of the time they represent Venom too, which I get it. They're both associated, but again, this my collector brain going to places I don't get why everybody's got to have a Venom too. You can just rock out with one. I mean,
you can do one. I definitely picking Venom over Spider-Man, but the only thing
I like Venom, but I mean, if like the black suit for me is dope.
Yeah, black suit. That's the only thing that rivals it. And that's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
And that's a hard rival. Like black suit and Venom. I think they're probably like neck and neck.
And if you think about it, black suit is Venom. You know what I mean? Just on Spider-Man's body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it black suit Spider-Man #1, and then Spider-Man and then Venom? Or how do y'all put the hierarchy?
Black suit for me is black suit #1 or Venom, but they're tied up. We could give them 1 or 2, don't matter depending on when I wake up. And the last one is definitely Spider-Man, and I would even put Miles.
But who's the Kendrick of the big 3 of those? Like who won?
Oh, that's black suit probably.
Black suit. What about you, Sergio? Who won in your?
Yeah,
beef?
I mean, I'm
Miles.
definitely
I'm with
team
you.
Black
Miles
Suit.
is up there for sure.
No,
we never said
I'm
Miles,
team Black Suit for sure.
Miles up there.
I rather take Miles over Black Suit Spidey.
Oh wow.
Original.
Wow.
What do you call it?
Hey,
Peter Parker Spidey.
My power's flickering, guys.
Shout out to Miles. But in all real, like Spider-Gwen is number one. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're
Spider-Man?
not counting. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about males only. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about
Gwen
that.
collectors know what's up. They know the real truth. You know,
that's
shout out to them.
That's a separate list. You and Arthur Collection Kings could come up with your own female list. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, we will. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Gwen's up there, dog. Sorry, Arthur. Gwen's beating Scarlet Witch any day, dog.
I mean, according to Arthur, Scarlet Witch is like a top 3 character, which is crazy to me. I don't know what multiverse he's in. You know what I mean?
I mean, Scarlet Witch is one of the most powerful mutants. You know?
I'm sure she is. You know who? You know who else is in that multiverse? Fucking Charles over there thinking She-Hulk is a top 3 character.
Shout out to the She-Hulk collector. Shout out to my cousin too. You know. Shout out to James. James is a She-Hulk guy.
Yeah.
James, bro.
Shout out to all 3 of you. You know.
Variant. You know what I mean? Look, man, we talk about inclusiveness, dog. You can't just shitting on it.
Hey, the more this episode keeps running, the less inclusive it's gonna
be. You ain't lying. Oh man, that's fun. Wait, Sergio, I'm sorry. Did you say your pickups or your shout out? Because I ain't trying to interrupt you. Right?
Let me see. Do we have a pickup?
Did Canelo pick anything up? No. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Canelo.
He's been chilling, man. Thankfully, he's asleep right now. You know, he's not making too much noise.
Is he gonna make a YouTube debut anytime soon?
Listen, you can't control. You know, this is something that you can't control the cat. Listen, I'm just thankful. I will say though, for whatever reason, and without some type of conversation, I do have some comics that are read comics, maybe on the little table here at the living room, and he doesn't even touch them, man. He just he's a good boy.
He
respects. Yeah, it's unspoken, So
yeah, it must be tough raising a cat. You know what
I'm saying? It is kind of tough, They're their own little, their own
world,
entity, man.
Their own little peoples. What you gonna say?
Yeah, dude. Listen, you could tell the dog hey, don't do that, and the dog's gonna be like, oh, okay. Dude, the cat's gonna look at you like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I'll take the dog for sure, but above both, I'll take kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to all the fathers out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Happy late Father's Day for all you guys.
For real.
To all the collectors out there, for sure.
All the people that didn't abandon your kids. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I hope that's the majority of y'all. So,
I hope so, but some people are gonna catch some strays for sure.
And if you're not, I don't want to know who you are.
Yeah, don't hit me up. Buddy. You took that personal,
Yeah.
Man. We don't got the black books,
I think we did enough damage. Shout out everyone. We'll probably be back next week. I mean, I'm gonna try to make this a weekly thing. Why not? We can do it, right?
Yeah, it's all about Sergio's. Come on, you know that
our boy Sergio's been active on Twitter or X.
Yeah.
He might be lining up some guests. It might be cool. So let's see.
Hey man,
Patreon, Patreon.
I mean, people want to flex, their podcast like they got some guests. We could do that too, dog.
Yeah, we just haven't tried to bring people on. We try to when we bring is our own knowledge and our own taste and our own chemistry. We don't rely on product. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We don't gotta. Yeah, we talk hobby, and we talk about things we like, and yeah, man, it's interesting that we're here at this point, and I decided to do the little Twitter thing, and I want to have some fun with that, and yeah, we got some things in the works, man. Why not? We enjoy being here, we enjoy being in the space, and I know some of you guys enjoy being here in the space with us, so for sure, man. For the people out there that support, whether you comment or not, whether you're window shopping or not, shout out to you guys too, man. All of you are proper mental health. Some of you guys, or you know, any of us at all time may need some mental help. You know what I mean? So you know,
and
we're all human.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you guys are just on the views, but not on the likes. And maybe starting with a like, you know, and then progress to a comment. You know what I mean?
And maybe subscribe.
You know what though? But personally myself, you know, like if you don't feel that way, I'm cool with that too, because that just lets me know like where you know where it stands. It's all good, you know. And because again, I appreciate authenticity a lot more than like, you know, people that kind of want to just like not be as real, you know, as they should be, you know. So
yeah, but
if you don't want to like, that's okay.
You know, how can there be a certain number of views and only a percentage of those are subscribers? You know, that's also not keeping it real. Because if you're consuming the content on the regular, but you can't hit subscribe, is that keeping it real?
I don't know.
Food for thought. Food for thought.
And you know, just for people who may have took that podcast quote as a shot, I misspoke. It wasn't a podcast. It was just a live stream. So that's about it.
We'll be playing PR a lot. Yeah, you know.
Well, no, because if you take the shot, I want you to know that you are the shot. But if you're not, I don't need extra heat for not really having a shot. Because if I really wanted to say shit about people, I'll just say it, right?
Yeah,
it is what it is. I just want to be clear about that, because you know, people then make up their stories in their head about this, and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, dog. I'm a year older, and I give a year less of a fuck. So, shout out to everyone. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Retro. Shout out to everyone who helped out MentalCon. And thanks for listening to our therapy session. We'll be back soon.
And this was definitely a therapy session. You guys
for sure. But entertaining one. Entertaining one though. You know what I mean?
It is. End it now though. It could get worse. Hold on.
All right.
Oh man. Hey, but stick around, guys, and again, you know, thank you for joining us. You know, NSDC signing out, man. You know,
peace.